medium-sized target up to the length of a football field away, and it can be lethal twice that distance. Now, if we're going to use this weapon in combat, we'll need to divide up the men into ranks. A trained musketeer takes about 25 seconds to learn this weapon. So if you have a company of 50 musketeers, they're divided up into 5 ranks of 10 men each. The first rank steps up, they fire a volley together, they step back and begin loading, while the second rank steps through them to fire the next volley, and so forth. So when you have at least 5 ranks deep of musketeers, you can fire a volley in as quickly as every 5 seconds. Musketeers wear bandoliers like this, which carry their powder and their shot. Each of these bottles is a charger and would contain a measured amount of powder for one shot. So in battle, you don't have to worry about measuring your powder. You just pop the bottle open and pour. You have a pouch, which contains your shot, your bullets, which for a full-size musket will be around a .75 caliber. That's about a 3/4 inch, 1/12 of a pound ball of lead. You combine that big bullet with the 800 feet per second muzzle velocity, and you have the power to penetrate armor. Now, to operate a matchlock musket, you require a match. A match. This is a length of cord that has been boiled in black powder and vinegar, so that when you light the ends, it'll burn slowly and continuously. This burns about a foot every hour. It's called slow match, and that is your method of ignition. They're calling them firearms because they're literally using fire. So I'll go ahead and prime and load the weapon. Now, for our demonstrations in the museum, instead of using the chargers, today we prefer to carry the black powder in paper cartridges. You prime the weapon by pouring a portion of the powder into the pan. Give me a second to turn this off. You pour the powder into the pan. The pan is a pocket on the back of the musket that has a vent leading into the back of the barrel. You close the pan cover, cast about, charge the weapon by pouring the remaining powder down the barrel. Now, normally, this is when I'd reach into my pouch and take out a bullet to load, but the state of Virginia would prefer that we did not use real bullets in their museum. So instead of the bullet, I have loaded the paper. Use a scouring stick or rammer to tamp that down. You want the powder and the bullet to be seated tightly against the back of the barrel, so that now the powder in the pan is connected by the vent to the powder behind the bullet. Take one end of the match, blow it off, and attach it to the serpentine. The serpentine is a mechanical arm that works with the trigger. So to fire the weapon, I will open the pan cover to expose the powder, squeeze the trigger. The action of the trigger will move the serpentine so it lowers the hot end of the match into the pan, setting off the powder in the pan, which sets off the powder behind the bullet. So, if you are not fond of loud noises, I recommend that you now cover your ears with the palms of your hands. Peace! Set your peace! Yeah. Hunt! And thank you for joining me for this musket demonstration. If you have any questions,